love how it says that you're live. Um, it was a slight delay for those who are going to join. I had a phone call, and then I had my allergies. So, all right, Leo today. Leo. I'm still traveling and working. I go to the stables, I channel for horses. Oh, up on Sandra Channels on Facebook, you can see one horse that I was had a session with. I have to call the guardian because he was still talking afterwards, and actually not so much afterwards, but definitely allergies. Definitely this morning. So, okay. When I say ask questions, I want to do topics. So if you have a question about a topic, there's tons of things to talk about. We can do that. I keep saying I want to do that, but I'm much better when if somebody asks a question like, well, what about this? What about that? And then I'll just talk. So Leo, what's up for Leo? What's going on for Leo? How are you enjoying? How are you not enjoying? Oh, I just did something in a group because I have a private group, and that's channeled messages with Sandra. And I was just telling everyone, when I'm in New York, I talk about going up to South Carolina. When I'm in South Carolina, I talk about going down to New York. So my questions were, do you relate to time, location, direction different than how we were taught? That would be an interesting discussion, because I definitely do. I didn't realize it because wasn't much of a traveler. And then when I, have to split my time, I realized I was saying, well, first of all, I'm going down to New York. And it's like, no, I'm going up. But are we? Are we really going up to New York or down to the Carolinas? For those of you outside of America, you can look it up on a map. But a lot of people in other countries actually studied U.S. geography, which is interesting because, unless you were really a good student or had good teachers, I think here we're not really taught a lot, or at least wasn't. I don't see that happening when I was going to school, except for the ones that were very studious or different things. Okay, so we're moving on. That's Leo. Leo, so pay attention to your direction, pay attention to your location, pay attention to how you feel about time. Has it slowed down yet? Is more, especially since they claim that they stopped and they turned off CERN, CERN. They claim they turned it off, I believe, June 29th, and they're going to turn it back on June 29th in 2030, 4 years. So see if you're feeling or experiencing time differently, because a lot of people are. Because if you're like most people or anyone else listening, you are experiencing since 2020, especially, time speeding up, time going fast. And now all of a sudden, I'm still in July, and where normally it went all along. I'll just start with this year, though. It went January, February, March. It went really fast. It did slow down for me. Okay, so how do you feel, Leo, or anyone else listening? Because I know some people listen for two reasons. One, you might not be a Leo, but either perhaps this message is for a Leo you know, or you just like listening. Because as I channel cards, I explain they're all tutorials. All right, your first card up is the Cancerian card of the Chariot. Now, can it mean not a doctor? These are channel messages, general, follow your own guidance. Can it mean somebody having the big C scare around you? Yes, but really research that, because we're finding out it is not what we've been told most of the time. And I mean like high percentage most of the time. So there are ways to, how can I say it without getting in trouble? Outside of being here, I'm not very outspoken, but here, find out if there's ways to alleviate, to exit out, to move on from, better, be better. And also see how you're feeling during this season, because we just left the Cancers. Now we're in your season. How did you feel? How are you overcoming? Because what are the Chariots? In most decks, a lot of decks are different. Most decks, the Chariot is successful. So what are you striving for? But if you notice, this deck isn't as severe. But if you notice, they're still looking in two different directions. They're kind of still going in the same direction ahead, but they're slightly looking. So definitely everyone should be having situational awareness in the home, outside of the home, walking to your car. Always have situational awareness. It's not a fear, it's a preparation, it's an awareness. That also stimulates your intuition. People don't understand that. It really stimulates, the more observant you are, stimulates your intuition. The more you can connect the dots, the more pattern recognition you have, stimulates, strengthens, whatever word you want to choose, your intuition. This is you moving forward. Next card, King of Wands. So it's going to be, some of you are actually heading towards that energy of who is your king, or that energy. Obviously, if you're a male listening and you're going towards a female energy, it's just that energy. Go for it. This energy is not stopping. They're looking, they're paying attention. Pay attention. It takes 5 seasons to truly know somebody. And that's only if we're paying attention. That's only if we're talking and dialogue and having different experiences, going away together perhaps, talking about what, if you believe in religion, or what kind, how do you want to raise children, and that's for young. But even older, we need to discuss these things. 5 seasons, 1 year and 1 extra season. And you want to see them in all seasons if you're in places that have that. But that in the love or relationship department, that could even be friends. So pay attention. Pay attention to everything about them. I mean, we don't want to be like constantly analyzing or looking up, but we do constantly take in your gut is telling you. And don't always, unless you get really strong. A lot of people I notice, because I'll counsel people with love life and relationships, and I ask people, can you give them a chance? Or did you meet them, and why did you feel that way? Because a lot of people will feel how they either feel about themselves or how they felt about the past relationships into this person. They just met them. It's like, no, I knew immediately. Well, how did you know immediately? Because since I can follow the energy, most times, no, probably not all times, not God, but mostly, I can follow their energy, and I'm like, well, you might want to call them back up. I don't think it was a done deal, or at least maybe they have a friend. That's another thing about dating. People have friends. Don't leave a relationship or a date or something on a bad note. We don't burn bridges unless we really, really have to. Don't burn bridges, because someday you might run into them, or they might have somebody say, oh, she, he, they weren't for me, but maybe perhaps for you. Okay, your next card is Justice. So yes, we could have went in several different directions with this, and we still might. But your third card is Justice. This is you heading, so this is for those that are perhaps a lawsuit pending, a contract, closing on the house. I'm going to say it should be going in your favor. For some of you, absolutely going in your favor. Unfortunately, you have some people. I was in real estate one time, years ago, and we had somebody who went to the closing. Oh, it wasn't me, it was my friend. She went to the closing, and the guy wouldn't sign the closure unless every single light bulb in the house was replaced. You're at closing, you're at the table. So this is just, be aware of what some people's justice looks like. But it is justice. It's you getting justice for yourself. Self-compassion is self-justice. Self-love is justice. Just remember that. Okay, your next card is Emperor. Ooh, these are really going all on a pattern. Where's the first one? Moving. While it's stationary, the energy is stationary. A king is not stationary necessarily. The wild animals are not stationary, obviously, and I don't want to talk about the ones that are going on right now that are losing their homes. It's so sad. But since that came up in my mind, perhaps I always tell people all the time, as a channeler, you see, especially me, I'll talk for myself. You see my mouth move, you hear my voice, I'm channeling the whole time, whether it's through analogies, my own life experience, getting stabilized, getting justice, and then taking charge. The emperor is in charge of the kings and everyone, the messengers. Take charge. This is a season for you. You're going into, this is your season. From now until probably about October-ish, ideas should be coming to your head. This is act upon them. Use your own intuition. But yeah, act upon it in some way, whether it's to get to the planning stage, just to the idea, the development. Leo, this is absolutely a wonderful reading. Let's do one more, maybe two, but let's see. Ace of Swords is literally cut through the BS. If you want to be in charge, if you feel like you're in charge, and this is not the narcissist or narcissistic tendencies or have to be in control, we can still be in control and be kind. This is cut through the BS of everyone else, of what you're hearing, what you're doing. We do it to ourselves frequently. I'm a big procrastinator. I've got to cut through that type of BS. It's also a no card. I'm hearing no. Everything else is yes. Go, 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 go. This is a no card. So when you're gathering your information, when you're gathering your ideas and everything, we stop before we sign on that dotted line. We stop and you know, I's are dotted, T's are crossed, ducks in a row, and all those good things. But this is progress. Swords are up in your head, so don't let thoughts run around unsupervised. It's okay once in a while. It's like, I need a break. Well, but then let them settle. Let them calm down. And focus on what you need to focus, because this is still brand new. This is still a brand new venture. That it's, because I'm seeing the Fool card in my mind's eye, and that's take a chance. Go forward. See what happens. I think that's it. Yep, that feels like it. Short readings. You're welcome to contact me. You can find me on Facebook at Sandra Channels. I know I'm going to get the website up eventually. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your heart, your mind. Keep your eyes open. Be aware of, put patterns together. Feel loved. Compassion. We have to work through some stuff, obviously, all of us. But Leos, you're strong. I know you are. And anyone else listening, you're strong enough to, and brave enough and courageous enough to keep going. We don't stop. Not really. Okay. You are loved, and you are lovable. Go play.